Hi guys. Today I wanted to cover the subject of getting the vital information about your Office/Access installation. When I'm talking about vital information, I'm talking about getting what version you're running, what edition, what build number, what bitness, and ultimately even you're identifying the update channel that's being used to keep your version up to date. Why is this important, you may be asking yourself? Well, quite simply, whenever we're facing problems and we're going online into forums to ask for help, or even doing Google searches ourselves trying to identify problems, knowing the build number at the very least has become a critical element in troubleshooting. Since Microsoft came out with their click-to-release editions, Microsoft Updates is just riddled with bugs, causing all sorts of problems. And basically every update that's been coming out is causing a bug, while hopefully resolving others, but new ones are being continuously introduced. It's only with the build number that we're able to identify if the build that you're running is known to have the problem that you're describing. So therefore, knowledgeable people trying to help you here with the build are able to come and tell you, well, it's because of the specific build you're running. You either need to update to a newer build that we know resolved the problem, or they may tell you, no, there's no fix yet. So instead, you should actually roll back to a previous build that was known to be stable while we wait for Microsoft to solve the mess they created. So that's why whenever you ask a question in a forum about odd behaviors, problems, things like that, errors, I highly recommend that you include at a minimum the full build number of your installation. That will go a long way to helping people. So let's just get into it. It really is simple. You just click on the File tab, come down to Account, and very quickly you've got a pretty good picture just on this screen. Now the one thing that I will say about this screen, however, is, as you can see, we can't click on anything. We can't copy any of this information. It's read-only. You can't access it in any way. But it still provides the general information we're after. You can clearly see, reading from the top down, that the product is legal and activated. It gives you which product I'm currently running, so Microsoft Office Professional Plus 2019. You see all the way at the bottom in the About Access section, you can clearly see here version, the build, and the installation type. Click to run. The one piece of information we are, however, missing is the bitness. Is this a 32-bit or a 64-bit installation? Well, Microsoft buried that a little bit further. So you have to click on the About Access button. That will bring up another pop-up dialog, which has, in one line, the full information we're after. Microsoft Access 2019, the version, the complete build, and 32-bit. So on one line, we have everything. The beauty of this dialog, however, is you can actually grab any of the information you want. So if it were me asking a question in a forum, I do copy the entire thing, and I paste that into my forum question at the top or bottom. Here is the information about my installation. Boom, 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 and then here's the problem I'm facing. And now the people trying to help you have the complete picture of what you're running. I'm also going to show you what can we do with the build number. So let's copy just the build number. I don't need all the rest of the information. I'm going to copy that. And we can go on to Google, Bing, whatever you want. And you just do a simple search for Office 365 Update History. And the very first link that shows up here is the Office History for Microsoft 365 apps. You just click on it. It brings up this page. And from here, we can just search the build number that we got from the dialog. Uh-oh. Nothing's found. But why? Well, the dialog gives us the complete build number. However, Microsoft on this page isn't giving the complete build number. They're only providing the last two sequences of digits, not the complete build. So you have to remember that you have to delete the first two. So in my case, the 16.0. And now you're left with what's available on this page. And you can quickly see here that I'm running this build. Version 22.08, which is what matches up with the dialog. And I can see here that it was released September 13th, okay, and it tells me even my update channel. And you can come down here if you want to go through more details about the different builds and when they were released and things like that. Let's just take, for example, let's say I was running this build number, okay? And I did my search for it. Let's put ourselves in context. So I do my search for it. Oh, it's found once. Perfect. Well, very quickly I can come here and see I'm running this. It's 2206. It was released July 6th. Okay. And I can see, because there's content above me, that there are new updates. I'm not running the most up-to-date version. I'm lagging behind. You can also see that this build number is unique to just being available on the current channel. So it's not currently available on monthly, semi-annual, any of that. It was only available on the current channel. So I already know I'm running on the current channel for updates. Now the question then becomes, well, I'm running an old version. Should I be updating? And that is a personal choice. But what I will say is just remember that even if you do update and you face some new problems, you can roll back at any time. So I could easily take from here, update all the way to the most recent version, and then I find out there's some bugs, I'm having problems. Well, then I can just roll right back to the exact version I was initially on and be as if nothing had ever changed. It's very simple, and I'm going to cover that in another video. I don't want to get into that today. But just know, updating isn't a final thing. You have the choice to roll back at any time you want. You are in the driver's seat. You are in control of your installation. So I'll leave it there for today. You now know how to identify the details of your installation. You know how to look that up on this webpage, so you can at least quickly find out, am I up to date? Do I have new updates available to me? And it also allows you to identify which update channel you're currently running. I hope this helps some of you, and we'll see you in the next video.